Now you've probably tried e-commerce or you're thinking of getting into it. Maybe you've tried it and you've gone to 500, 1k days, even 2, 3k days, and then it's just come crashing down. Now obviously it's because you haven't got the fundamentals dialed in, you haven't learnt marketing, you haven't learned back-end systems, you haven't learned how to build an actual system as a business. You've probably tested a few hundred products with general fashion or maybe general health and beauty, something like that. And maybe you got lucky on a few products. And that can happen, you can get lucky, but are you here for luck or are you here to build a sustainable business? Now, obviously, as you can see, this is my new store that I've had for the last 3 months. We managed to do just under $60K in the last week. On Tuesday, we was able to do over 10K in dollars a day. So we're obviously doing good numbers. This is on around 25-30% profit margins. So the reason how I was able to scale to these numbers is not because I'm testing random products for luck, not because I'm pumping out 5 to 10 products a day. No, we test 1 to 2 products at most a day, and we don't even test 7 days a week. Usually we test about 5-6 days a week. As of now, I'm only testing 5 products a week because it's not about volume. It's not about pumping out rubbish and throwing shit at a wall and hopefully something sticks. Nah. We're building real businesses, sustainable businesses, and brands that are going to last us. We're not here just to do 0 to 300K in a month and then 2 months later you're back on zero. Maybe your back-end system wasn't in place, your payment processing went down because your quality is rubbish, or your back-end wasn't in place, or supply chain management, things like that. All of the back-end stuff, even front-end, you might have got lucky with the products. You might not know how to make good creatives yourself. That product might not even be a winning product. Maybe you just got lucky, right market, right time, right season. All of these things can happen. But before I tell you how I was able to do this, I'm first going to show you how you should not be doing dropshipping and e-commerce in 2026. Because a lot of people are still doing outdated methods that, they worked back in 2023, 2022. Maybe they still work today, but the rate of it working is a couple percent. Like when you look at the grand scheme of things, how much people do general stores and how many of them actually fail, it's probably at least 80-90% of them fail or don't make money. Like I know a lot of people personally that's still doing general stores and they're coming to me asking for advice. Well, to be honest, I'm just trying to give out the free source so you guys aren't going to waste your time, waste your money on ads. Because, me, myself, I burnt $30,000, $40,000 before I was even to get to these numbers on bad mentors, on ads, because the mentors guided me the wrong way. So to be honest, I've just had enough of all these people online just preaching this general stuff. All of this stuff that doesn't work, charging $10,000, $15,000 for mentorship that probably has a 1% success rate. Like, come on, man, those things are just not on. But yeah, first of all, I'm going to show you how you shouldn't be dropshipping because I think that's more important than how you should be. Now, obviously, here you can see a general fashion store. Now, this person's selling footwear. I'm not sure if they're selling anything else, but as you can see, this is just so basic. There's no advertorials. There's no branding. As you can see, we can just click home and go off the product page and then look, you can see this. Yeah, they got jackets, jumpers, trousers. This is what you call just a general fashion store. And this is what loads of people are doing. Guys charging $10,000, $15,000 for a mentorship, teaching you this rubbish that you can learn on YouTube for free. But yeah, anyways, so, and obviously, you see this dress, you think, oh, it's nice. It's coming from China, bro. The quality's garbage. That's why you get loads of chargebacks and then your payment processing goes down and then, it's all just a mess. This is not how you dropship. This is not how you do e-commerce. It just doesn't work. As I said, maybe you get lucky, you test 100, 200 products and one works. Come on, that is not a good success rate. Having 1 to 2% of your products working is absolutely mind-boggling. That should not be the case. With us, it's usually 10%, even more sometimes. Sometimes on the first few product tests, we find winners already. So obviously you can see this guy, Norwood Fashion, whoever store this is, sorry, not sorry, but yeah, obviously this is their ads, very basic bottom funnel ads. Just showing the product, they've got some, I've got my mum a pair, they changed their life, all of that rubbish. Here it's just basic, showing a dress. This video,
Okay,
what is
this
this?
Norwood London dress might be the most...
Yeah, man, like, look at this, it just shows shoes. Like, what is this? What is this? Like, okay, wow. The only reason why someone's gonna buy this is if they really love the shoes. But think about how silly that is. Like, the amount of luck you need to have for hundreds and hundreds of people, preferably thousands of people, because you want to scale this to high numbers, to even just love these shoes. This person's probably from Netherlands or lives in Bali or something like that, and he's selling in London. He has no idea what these women in London want. He has no idea. He's just copying random people and hoping that, maybe this product will work. Now, obviously, he's probably scaling a little bit since the ads have been on for, a couple weeks. So maybe he's doing numbers, but what they don't show you is how much products before this that this guy or girl has tested. Now, it's probably at least 50 to 100. But with me and with my business model, I'm not doing 100 product tests, even in the same market. Like 20 to 30 max. If it's not working, new market. And to be honest, that usually doesn't happen because the markets are always thought through. See what's working for other people. Is this market got good momentum? If it does, then yeah, we're gonna go for it. Unless you want to take a risk, go into a more untapped market. That's fine. That's the risk. But obviously, as you can see, just shoes, dresses, like, they've got a bit of writing that is a bit better, but this isn't sustainable. The return rate as well for this stuff, one is Chinese sizing. A medium in China is like a XS in the UK. Like, the shoe size is a bit different as well. The quality is not even to mention. Like, let's just go into this ad. This looks like a nice dress. Maybe it's like a, nice material. You can just kind of sense what this would feel like. When they get it, they're looking at it, they're like, nah, man, this ain't it. They're calling up their bank like, let me get my money back. You don't want those headaches. You don't want those headaches realistically. Otherwise, you're never going to build. You can't build a business and you're getting chargebacks left, right, and center. Of course we get chargebacks. That's normal, but I'm not getting chargebacks all the time for product quality. It's mainly, maybe the shipment's taking long. That's normal, and those, we always win it through, obviously, the systems are built. So obviously, yeah, this is literally how you should not do e-commerce in 2026. And even last year, yeah, it works for some people, but this is not what you should be doing. Now, obviously, the more juicy stuff, how should we be doing e-commerce? Now, I got this store here. They're selling this Herbies oil of oregano, black seed oil, something like that. €50. This is actually quite an expensive product for €50, but, they're scaling it. So, boy, maybe it works. I have to try it myself. But as you can see, they've got here bundle discounts. Now, the good thing about these products is a lot of the times the customer always would buy the free option or the 5, This is obviously what we want. Then they've obviously got some shipping protection there, which is good, Boost some profits, extra €5. So if we just go back to the top, as you can see, first of all, this is literally a product funnel. It's fully branded. The name of the product is Herbies. As you can see, the store icon or logo, is Herbies. Like, they can't click home, they can't scroll around the store like with that general store. It's literally this product or go off the page. That's it. Like, you can't scroll around and waste time and, is this store trustworthy? And no, this is fully branded. We've got reviews, all of this stuff saying what the product does, lots of pictures on just showing the product and yeah, all of that stuff. And then we've got, more reviews here, free shipping, money back guarantee, customer support, just more things about the product, some more trust. more things about the product, again, and then more reviews. You know, to be honest, these stuff is made with AI. I can even know this is AI. Like, these are not real people. Think about how crazy that is. These 3 people are AI. Like, how mad is that? AI has just gone insane. And, you know, maybe in the next 1 or 2 years, boy, I hope they don't start putting my face out there. But more things about the product. This is like FAQs. Maybe, you know, customers have certain questions they might want to ask. So we just put it here. It saves them wanting to reach out by email or, you know, going off the page. We just want to give the customer that reassurance that, you know, like, you can buy this product with your questions being asked. So then, yeah, obviously we've got this, and then you click this, it goes to the checkout. Now, for this kind of product, these are the ads they're running. They're literally running video ads, which is, you know, very good for scaling. I have noticed that when your campaigns are on higher budgets, you do want to run video ads. But image ads are always the best for testing, for even scaling. Like, you know, you can easily get campaigns to 1-2K a day and spend just with image. Even more, it just, you know, it depends on how much creatives you got, finding winning angles, winning advertorials and stuff like this. Obviously, you can see they've got these like videos.
The number 1 food to kill parasites
Something
is
about
not
parasites, and then this is going to
times a
be
day.
another
Your body will start
angle.
breaking down the waste that's been sitting in your gut.
This is obviously about digestion. So as you can see, each video has its own angle and own customer persona that it's going after. One's going after people about parasites. One's going after people about digestion. Now this one is probably something, let me just...
If your man's pooch looks like this, or
This one's going after like maybe wives or girlfriends that, you know, their man's shit looks like crap or something. Like, that's just realistically how it works. Then you got
Pooping
this
3 times a day. That's what happened when I took
another digestion one. So as you can see, there's different angles for each product that we can test. Now obviously you guys can go and take this store. I don't really care. Like, and obviously I didn't show you guys the advertorial. So when we click on the page, it doesn't bring us straight to this landing page, which is this. This is the product page. Now, just to refer back to the fashion store, for example, these are the ads. Click on the ad, bang. It's either you want to buy the product or not. There's no like, nothing about the product. Now, this is about hidden invaders are living in. This is talking about parasites basically, and how this oil can basically help you with this. And then obviously it's got this story, and then you just click, and then it comes to this. Now obviously, as our target audience is not young people, it's more like maybe 40 years old and up, sometimes 60, 70 years old, you know, people on pensions, people, maybe they're still working, but, you know, they've got good paying jobs, you know, they want to buy this stuff. Like, they're just addicted to Facebook, and that's the reality. So this is what works. This is what we're selling. And think of it like this. These products do not have high return rate. You know, they're either supplements, beauty stuff. Sometimes we do gadgets as well. Gadgets do have a little bit higher return rate, but still nowhere near fashion. And, you know, our break-even ROASs are like 1.2, 1.3, maybe 1.4 at the worst case. It's very low. Fashion is like 1.6, 1.7, even 1.8 I've seen. It's like, bro, you can't scale on that. Like, I can get a 1.8 ROAS and be 20% profit, where you're just breaking even. Like, you know, it doesn't make sense, bro. People still doing general, and I understand they've got the wrong guidance, but I'm just here to break that and get it straight with you guys. So obviously that is literally how we're doing it. Product research, you know. Yeah, maybe I'll make another video for that. But also what I want to go over is also your backend, how important this is. Like, if your backend's not on point, if you don't have the certain people in place and the right systems and, you know, the right people, then you're not going to be able to scale to these 10K days, you know. Like, realistically, you're going to be getting 40, 50 emails a day, sometimes less, sometimes 30 emails a day, people filing chargebacks that their product's not received yet. And you know, you need to make sure you're outsourcing the right thing. So I always say, when you get to your first about 1 to 1.5K days, and you know, maybe you do it a few days consistent, I would say then use online jobs, Upwork, hire someone, outsource these dead tasks. Also, building these funnels, you don't want to be doing this yourself. Maybe you might do it at the start to save money, or just to get some proof of concept. But like, you want to be outsourcing these rubbish tasks that cost you way too much time. They literally have no upside on your business. It's just dead tasks that you outsource, pay someone to do it for you. And yeah, man, literally that was just a video about how you should be dropshipping and how I was able to do 10K days. You know, hopefully we're going to open more stores. Next video, 20, 30K days, who knows? But yeah, reach out to me on Instagram if you want to connect, and you know, I'm always open to message people. And yeah, have a good one, man.